Forced action is when you do what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like doing it. It's pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone, beyond your excuses, beyond your fears. You see, most people wait for inspiration to strike. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, the perfect feeling. But let me let you in on a little secret. That perfect moment, it doesn't exist. That perfect opportunity, it's not coming, that perfect feeling. It's a myth. Success doesn't wait for you to feel ready. Success doesn't care about your mood. Success only cares about one thing, what you do. And that's where forced action comes in. Forced action is getting up at 5:00 a.m. to work on your business. Even when your bed feels like a warm, cozy cocoon, it's making those sales calls even when rejection stings. It's hitting the gym even when your muscles ache and your mind screams for rest. You see, success is not about doing what's easy. It's about doing what's necessary, and more often than not, what's necessary isn't easy. That's why you have to force yourself. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but Jim, isn't it better to act when we feel inspired? And to that I say, inspiration is wonderful, but it's unreliable. It comes and goes like the wind. You can't build a successful life on something as fickle as inspiration. Instead, you need to cultivate discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It's what gets you to take action day in and day out, regardless of how you feel. Let me share a little story with you. Years ago, I met a young man who dreamed of becoming a successful entrepreneur. He had ideas, he had passion, he had dreamed, but you know what? He didn't have action. He was always waiting for the right moment, the right idea, the right feeling. One day I sat him down and said, "Young man, the world has a reward. Dreamers, it rewards doers." I told him about forced action. I challenged him to take one step, no matter how small, towards his goal every single day for 30 days. At first he resisted. He had a million excuses. "I'm not ready." He'd say, "The market isn't right." He'd argue, but I pushed him. I said, "Force yourself, do it anyway." And you know what happened? Those small forced actions began to snowball. One phone call led to a meeting. One meeting led to a partnership. One partnership led to his first successful venture. The last time I saw him, he was running a multi-million-dollar company. And you know what he told me? He said, "Jim, the day I started forcing myself to take action was the day my life changed." You see, that's the power of forced action. It's the secret sauce of success. It's what separates the doers from the dreamers, the successful from the wishful thinkers. Now, I'm not saying it's easy forcing yourself to take action when you don't feel like it is one of the hardest things you'll ever do, but it's also one of the most rewarding. Every time you force yourself to take action, you're building a habit. You're strengthening your willpower. You're proving to yourself that you can do hard things. And that, my friends, is priceless. Because here's the truth: success, and come to those who wait. It comes to those who act. It comes to those who force themselves to do what needs to be done. Even when, especially when they don't feel like it. Think about it. Every great achievement in history was the result of someone forcing themselves to take action. Thomas Edison didn't feel like failing 1,000 times before he invented the light bulb, but he forced himself to keep trying. Martin Luther King Jr. didn't feel like facing violence and imprisonment, but he forced himself to stand up for what was right. These great men didn't wait for inspiration. They didn't wait for the perfect moment. They forced themselves to take action day after day, year after year. And that's what I'm challenging you to do today. I want you to commit to forced action. I want you to promise yourself that you'll do what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. Start small. If you have to force yourself to make one sales call today, force yourself to write one page of your book. Force yourself to have that difficult conversation you've been avoiding. It won't be easy. Your mind will come up with a million excuses. It'll tell you to wait until tomorrow. It'll tell you that you're not ready. It'll tell you that it's too hard. But I want you to ignore those voices. I want you to force yourself to take action anyway. Because here's the thing. Action breeds motivation. The more you do, the more you'll want to do. The more you accomplish, the more you'll believe in yourself. And before you know it, forced action won't feel forced anymore. It'll become a habit. It'll become a part of who you are. You'll become a person of action, a doer, achiever. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Jim, what if I fail? And to that I say, so what if you fail? Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. Every failure is a lesson. Every setback is an opportunity to grow stronger, to learn more, to do better next time. The only real failure is the failure to act. The only true defeat is giving up. As long as you keep forcing yourself to take action, you haven't failed. You're still in the game. You're still moving forward. And that's what life is all about, isn't it? Moving forward, growing, improving, becoming the best version of yourself. And you can't do that by standing still. You can't do that by waiting for the perfect moment. You can only do that through action, forced action. So I want you to make a decision right now. I want you to commit to forced action. I want you to promise yourself that from this day forward, you'll do what needs to be done regardless of how you feel. Write it down. Say it out loud. Tell a friend. Make it real. Make it a part of who you are. Because here's the truth. Your life will never change until you change. Your circumstances will never improve until you improve. And you can't improve without action. Forced action. Now, I know some of you are nodding your heads. You're feeling motivated. You're feeling inspired. But let me tell you something. Motivation is not enough. Inspiration is not enough. You need to turn that motivation into action. You need to turn that inspiration into results. And that's where the real challenge begins. Because it's easy to feel motivated in a room full of people. It's easy to feel inspired when you're listening to a speech. But what happens when you leave this room? What happens when you go back to your daily life with all its challenges and distractions? That's when you need to force yourself to take action. That's when you need to remember this moment, this commitment you made to yourself. You see, success is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's not about what you do today or tomorrow. It's about what you do day after day, week after week, year after year. It's about forcing yourself to take action even when you don't see immediate results. It's about keeping going even when the path gets tough. It's about pushing through even when everyone else gives up. Because here's the thing, the people who succeed in life are not necessarily the most talented or the most intelligent or the most privileged. They're the ones who force themselves to take action consistently, persistently, relentlessly. They're the ones who get up early even when they want to sleep in. They're the ones who make one more sales call even when they faced rejection all day. They're the ones who keep learning, keep growing, keep pushing forward even when they feel like they've hit a wall. And that's what I want for you. I want you to be that person. I want you to be the one who forces yourself to take action no matter what. Because here's the truth. You have greatness within you. You have potential that you haven't even begun to tap into. You have dreams that are waiting to be realized, but none of that matters if you don't take action. Your potential, your dreams, your greatness, they're all trapped inside you, and the only way to release them is through action, forced action. So I want you to imagine something for a moment. I want you to fast forward 5 years from now. Imagine that you've spent those 5 years forcing yourself to take action every single day. Imagine that you've pushed through every obstacle, overcome every challenge, faced every fear. Where would you be? What would you have accomplished? How would your life be different? Now hold on to that vision, because that's what awaits you. If you commit to forced action, that's what's possible if you're willing to do what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. But here's the catch. That future isn't guaranteed. It's not going to happen automatically. It's not going to fall into your lap. You have to make it happen. You have to force it into existence through your action. And that starts today. It starts now. It starts with the next action you take after leaving this room. Will you force yourself to make that sales call you've been putting off? Will you force yourself to have that difficult conversation you've been avoiding? Will you force yourself to take that first step, finding your dreams? The choice is yours. But remember, your future is shaped by the actions you take today. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready today. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you feel inspired. Don't wait until everything lines up perfectly, because if you wait, you might be waiting forever. Instead, force yourself to take action. Force yourself to move forward. Force yourself to make progress no matter how small. Because here's the beautiful thing about forced action. It builds momentum. Each action you take, no matter how small, creates energy. It creates movement. And that movement, that energy can carry you forward to bigger and better things. Think about a rocket ship when it first launches. It uses an enormous amount of fuel just to lift off the ground. It has to force its way through the Earth's gravity, through the atmosphere, through the resistance. But once it breaks through, once it reaches space, it can coast. It can glide effortlessly through the vastness of space. Your journey to success is like that rocket ship. At first, it's going to take a lot of effort. You're going to have to force yourself to take action, to push through the resistance, to overcome the inertia of your current situation. But if you keep at it, if you keep forcing yourself to take action day after day, you'll build momentum. You'll break through your limitations. And once you do, once you've built that habit of action, things will start to flow. Success will start to come more easily, but it all starts with that first forced action. It all starts with doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. So I want you to make a commitment right now. I want you to decide that from this moment forward, you're going to be a person of action. You're going to be someone who does what needs to be done, no matter what. Write it down, say it out loud, make it real. I commit to forced action. I commit to doing what needs to be done, especially when I don't feel like it. I commit to moving forward, to making progress, to achieving my goals, no matter what obstacles I face. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but Jim, what if I don't know what action to take? What if I'm not sure what to do next? And to that I say, just take any action. Any action is better than no action. Because here's the thing, you can always course correct. You can always adjust your direction, but you can't steer a parked car. So if you're not sure what to do, just do something. Make a phone call, send an email, read a book, take a class. Just take some action that moves you in the general direction of your goals. Because here's the truth, clarity comes from action, not thought. The more you do, the clearer your path will become. The more you act, the more you'll understand what works and what doesn't. And that's the beauty of forced action. It's not about being perfect. It's not about always knowing exactly what to do. It's about moving forward, about making progress, about learning and growing through your actions. So don't let uncertainty paralyze you. Don't let fear hold you back. Force yourself to take action, even when you're not sure, especially when you're not sure, because here's another truth. The people who succeed in life are not the ones who have all the answers. They're the ones who are willing to act in the face of uncertainty. They're the ones who are willing to try to learn, and to try again. And that's what I want for you. I want you to be a person of action. I want you to be someone who forces themselves to move forward, even when the path isn't clear. Because here's the thing, your dreams are waiting for you. Your potential is waiting to be unleashed. Your best life is waiting to be lived. But it's all on the other side of action. Forced action. So don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't make excuses. Force yourself to take action today. Force yourself to take action every day, because that's what success is. It's not a single event. It's not a destination you reach. It's a habit. It's a way of life. It's forcing yourself to take action day after day, week after week, year after year. And yes, it's hard. Yes, it's challenging. Yes, there will be days when you don't feel like it, but that's exactly why you need to force yourself, because success isn't about feeling good all the time. It's about doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. So I want you to make a promise to yourself right now. Promise that you'll force yourself to take action every single day. Promise that you'll do what needs to be done. No matter how you feel, promise that you'll keep moving forward. Keep pushing, keep striving, no matter what obstacles you face, because here's the truth. You have everything you need to succeed. You have the potential, you have the ability, you have the dreams. All you need now is action, forced action. So don't leave this room the same person you were when you walked in. Leave as a person of action. Leave as someone who's committed to forcing themselves to do what needs to be done. Leave as someone who's ready to turn their dreams into reality through the power of forced action, because that's what this is all about. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about living up to your potential. It's about turning your dreams into reality. And it all starts with forced action. It all starts with doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. Go out there and take action. Force yourself. If you have to, push yourself beyond your comfort zone. Do the things you've been putting off face, the challenges you've been avoiding, because that's where growth happens. That's where success is born. That's where dreams become reality. And remember, every time you force yourself to take action, you're building a habit. You're strengthening your willpower. You're proving to yourself that you can do hard things. And over time, those forced actions will become easier. They'll become second nature. They will become a part of who you are. And before you know it, you won't have to force yourself anymore. Action will become your default mode. Success will become your natural statement. But it all starts with that first forced action. It all starts with doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. So don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't make excuses. Force yourself to take action today. Force yourself to take action every day, because that's what separates the successful from the unsuccessful. That's what turns dreams into reality. That's what creates the life you've always wanted. Forced action is the key to everything you want in life. It's the secret to success. It's the path to your dreams. So go out there and force yourself to take action. Do it today. Do it every day, and watch as your life transforms before your eyes. Remember, success is not about what you know. It's not about what you plan. It's not about what you dream. It's about what you do. It's about the actions you take. It's about forcing yourself to move forward even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. So make that commitment to yourself right now. Commit to forced action. Commit to doing what needs to be done. Commit to becoming the person you've always wanted to be, because you have greatness within you. You have unlimited potential. You have dreams waiting to be realized. And the only thing standing between you and those dreams, action, forced action. So go out there and make it happen. Force yourself to take action. Force yourself to succeed. Force yourself to live the life you've always wanted, because you can do it. I believe in you. Now it's time for you to believe in yourself and take action. Forced action.